Hello guys, and welcome to episode 40 of my Medieval 2 Total War campaign, playing as England on very hard difficulty. Today we are continuing after the close defeat at Toledo. We couldn't get into the fortress in time, so therefore we lost.
Hail, my king.
It does kind of suck, but next time around I know what to do, so we should be perfectly fine to assault that again. And I got baited by our ammunition, which sucks.
Yes.
Anyway, this chap's coming down to attack Bologna.
I've tried whipping them. Hail,
And
my
this
king.
guy's going to be moving on to
With
Vienna.
honor, sire.
We're chilling
will,
outside Prague until we can attack them again.
By your command.
And that is going to be in 3 turns. We have a
Command
mission
me,
to not attack Denmark, which kind of sucks.
Hail, my
That
king.
is fine.
Yes, my liege. Hail, my king.
Plenty of
Honor, sire.
new chaps on their way. One's heading down towards Spain.
As you command.
He's going to pick up these armoured swordsmen,
As you wish.
and at the next castle he can pick up some levy spearmen. However, I don't really have the money to recruit them this turn. A bit awkward.
My lord.
Oh well, one thing we can do is get Jasper Bauer to relieve Florence, so let's go ahead and do that.
Sire.
3 units of mailed knights, 1 unit of mounted sergeants, the leader himself, and some peasant archers there. In the settlement, I'm not entirely sure what we have, but I'm not going to let them be AI controlled. We'll fight this on the battle map. Let's go.
Lead our forces into battle, my lord.
Now, one thing I might need to do is get an army onto a ship and invade Sardinia, because I think that's the last settlement of Milan, and the last thing I need is them to just keep naval invading and trying to take Florence. It's really irritating. Let's start the deployment. I have all of my infantry at the front, spearmen on the flanks, although there's not really very many of them. Catapults behind at the front, and then we've got all of my archers. Let's just spread them out, and we'll have them like so. That is fine. Right, I think I'm going to retreat these guys so that I can get in some better reinforcements. I'm also going to retreat the mailed knights that are coming in. Let's go for flaming rounds. Select all my archers and turn off skirmish. You can also set on guard as well. There's a lot of arrows, and I haven't really seen many kills yet. Okay, now the arrows are coming in, slowing down their charges. That's fine.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Right, let's engage these mailed knights in melee with the mercenary crossbowmen. That is fine. As for these guys, they need to stop firing. How are these guys doing? Not very well. Let's use the dismounted feudal knights to attack these mounted sergeants. And I'm also going to have my general charge in here. He should do a lot of damage.
Only half the enemy force remains.
I don't know why they keep stopping. Come on. Get in there. Maybe because the rock's in the way or something silly. I'm not entirely sure.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. The enemy king flees! God has smiled upon us this very day. Press our advantage while his forces are in disarray.
King is here. I'm not sure we're going to be able to catch him though.
We await your command.
Dude, maybe we can with this guy. Oh shit, my general's like right in the middle of all of those. I'm the leave, mate.
The enemy army flees the field.
Okay.
Pursue and run them down.
Let me continue, right? That makes sense. But we're just going to exit the battle. I can't chase them because they are too fast. The thing is, the only cavalry I had are too heavily armoured. Speed is not their best trait. But that is good. I do need to build some ships at Genoa. That's going to be something to do next turn. I need to build troops at probably Toulouse for this guy.
Sire. We'll stop here.
But I think that's all my generals moved.
Hail my king! Hail my king!
Now the question is, what else needs moving?
At your service.
I do have a lot of agents hanging about all over the place now.
Need someone removed. So who do you want dead?
I think I've moved the majority of them. Yeah.
Yes.
Is there something I can
Try and get map information from Portugal. We will demand some money for that as well.
No, we will not accept. I am afraid I must deny you.
Alright, whatever. We'll just swap map information. It really depends what they know.
This concludes our meeting, yes?
Okay, well that didn't really tell us much. That's fine.
Yes, my lord.
Did you expect us to be happy to see you? We cannot quite farewell.
Okay. Lend the turn. Got our spy into Vienna. We still haven't seen the rebel settlement in North Africa there. Miles away.
We come bearing word for you.
Accept or we will attack.
Mutually
Sure.
beneficial. Farewell,
Why
noble
not?
lord.
50 florins a turn for 4 turns? Be my guest. The fleet we use is actually going to have to be relatively large because there's quite a lot of Milanese navies hanging about. Oh, and there is a new Egyptian merchant. Maybe a Portuguese merchant as well. Explorers Guild, we are not going to take. Trait increase, lovely. Cardinal promoted. Hungarian. Faction announcements. Robert has died in Dijon. R.I.P. Right. What we need to do is... What was it we were going to do? Build some ships at Genoa. That was one thing. We built a new merchant
At
here.
your service.
He's going to head up to that
At
trade
your
resource.
service.
These guys
At
can get
your
onto their
service.
trade resources.
At your service. At your service.
Which is going to give us quite a lot of lovely income. There was something else we were going to do.
Hail my king.
I'm going to grab these guys and we're going to attack
As you
Toledo
will, my
again.
king. To battle.
The walls are already
Laying siege,
damaged, so
noble
we should be
sire.
able to just
We
assault that.
shall prevail in this siege, sire.
Ah, we were going to recruit troops here. Alright, so dismounted English knights.
Yes.
We could use a couple of those. And we'll grab some mailed knights as well.
Command me, sire. Move. An order.
Then what could we use after that? Probably just some longbowmen. Yeah, longbowman and an extra mailed knight. That's fine. So by the time he gets there, he'll pick up a relatively good army. Then we can continue on
Be gone.
south.
An order.
Right. Meanwhile, let's head
As you
through to
command.
Bologna.
My lord. Orders.
Let's move these guys into this army.
Sire. Orders. My lord. My lord.
And I'm just going to merge them.
Sire. Sire. My lord. Yes, sire. Joining forces, my lord.
Okay.
Sire. Orders.
So now we need to figure out a way to get this army onto a ship and over to Sardinia when we're currently being blockaded by the Danes and we have to get through war galleys, which are, I think, significantly better than our hulks. They're not that much better, but they are still decent.
Gone? Then do something about it. We will not surrender these waters.
It's going to be difficult.
Easily.
And we're just chilling with the Holy Roman Empire.
Hail my king. Yes, my
I'm actually going to move next to this army. The reason I'm doing that is so it basically struggles to move away. And then eventually we'll get to the point where we can attack them. And I can then attack this army to draw out the army from Vienna. And we can get a one-turn takeover of Vienna. That would be really nice. If the spy doesn't work, that is. I do need to get another spy in there.
Where to, sire?
Let's get the spy up to Prague. Another spy made there as well.
Hail my king.
Right, this guy's coming
With
down.
honors. Hail my king.
This guy can get to Hamburg. Lovely.
Yes, my liege.
Time to pick himself up a nice force of men.
Sire, by your command. Merging armies, my lord.
I might even
Hail
just have
my
him sit in
king.
there because I need to recruit some more for sure. Another set of yeoman archers. We'll grab some dismounted feudal knights. Or English knights. Maybe a second unit of feudal knights. Yeah, that looks okay. And I'm going to recruit a couple more spear militia because... Oh, and a catapult would be a fantastic idea. Get 2 catapults and a spear militia. And we'll put 2 spear militia in this army with the 2 catapults. It's a great shout. This huge stone wall. I need to upgrade that at some point. Otherwise that settlement will stop growing, which is not good.
Yes.
There is a heretic here. Let's go and kill
Name
him.
the blasphemer. Gods.
Our cardinal needs to go find this heretic, wherever they are.
In God's name.
It does say assassinate. I don't know if that means actually assassinate or whether or not we can basically
Yes.
take him out with a cardinal. Whether that counts, I'm not sure. Just going to replenish these guys. Let's send that one back to Genoa. Trade it for one from there. Okay. Let's leave those archer militia there, and I'm going to probably bring out the rest of these men.
My lord.
I'm going to get rid of these 7 men, and we'll merge that in. Lovely. So these are all happy. They all have max garrisons, like 5 men in each.
My lord.
Looking good.
Command me, sire.
And this one is going to go and attack the Milanese capital on Sardinia. It says it's the Sicilian citadel. Oh, it's a citadel. Shit. Okay, that's going to be difficult to attack, especially if they have a lot of men there.
God's servant.
Wow.
Godspeed. I am spent, sire. I shall continue to... Yes, your highness.
How are these guys doing in terms
God's
of
servant.
piety?
Yes, your
This guy's
highness.
actually for piety. Straight off the bat. That's because he's the Theologian
God's
Guild
servant.
apprentice. Gonna get another one. Another merchant. I think it's time to attack Toledo. Let's get on with it.
King.
We shall
As you
assault
command,
once
my
again.
liege.
A note to self. Keep the men together.
Honor and
Keep the
glory
cannibals together.
await England men.
Take 2. Can we take Toledo? I mean, it is kind of interesting because it's almost like a real siege, in a sense that often on a 3-tier walled settlement, you wouldn't take all of the walls in one day, right? You would probably take multiple days. So there's the hole. We shall just walk on through that. Oh, they've actually decided to... Oh, that's not good. They've decided to defend the outer wall this time around. My troops are in range, so we're going to have to move back, I think. Send in the units I want one by one. Ideally, I actually want them to fall back. Like, I don't really want them here. This is bad for me. Maybe the armoured swordsman can go. Let's just... I guess we have to. Otherwise we'll just be here forever. I can't afford to waste these catapults just in case they can't get down the final wall. So it's time to charge through the breach with my fresh units. Sad times. But it has to be done. Disable these skirmish, and we'll just run those into position, but we will turn off fire at will because they can't really see their targets and they're very unlikely to actually hit anything. We've just got to hope that our armoured swordsmen can defeat these dismounted feudal knights. If they can't, then we're kind of screwed. Imagine how difficult it must be to fight in all of that armour.
Our men are winning
Oh
the
my.
battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Okay, the chivalric knights have actually come off the wall there, so the gate tower is not actually firing at us anymore. We are pushing out quite nicely at the moment, thanks to the mercenary spearmen piling on through. Look at that. Like a blooming flower. To be fair, if this actually works, then we'll kill the majority of their men before we even reach the centre, which might be better because then they won't fight to the death so much. What I'm going to do, since these towers are no longer active, is I'm going to run up some cavalry so that when these men break, we can run them down before they reach the centre. Assuming that they do break, I mean, these town militia have just gone, but that is because they are town militia. The main thing I need to break is these dismounted feudal knights, and currently they are shaken, which isn't really good enough. At least the mercenaries are taking the brunt of the attack at the moment. That's good. Just speed things up. Such a grind at the moment.
The Lord is with us today. We've captured the enemy's walls.
It might be worth just getting these guys inside. And what I might do is just have my cavalry ride all the way around and capture this gate so I don't have to walk all the way around with all my dudes. We really are doing quite a lot of damage. I think we quite simply just killed off all the chivalric knights. We didn't even have a chance to run away. Four knights, run them down. Right, we have captured this, which is good. Time for the men to come on in. Just got to decide where we want to attack from. Attacking here would probably be easier. The only issue I have is that they control those towers, or at least they did, and they probably will again if I start to walk towards it. Okay, let's get the guys inside. I might have to hurry it up a little. Wow, there's no point in hurrying up my men because the catapults are the ones we're waiting on. So my dudes can quite happily just march through the streets whilst we wait for the catapults to arrive. Get these cavalry out of the way. Seems like when you have cavalry near the gates, they tend to bug out, like they become impassable. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind moving forwards. I have left one unit behind, but that's just the 3 longbowmen. The plan will be to make a breach in the wall and then try and smash those towers. Because there's only 2 towers here. And if we can destroy them both, then we'll be in a very good position.
We await your command. Catapults! Move out! Catapults! Catapults! Attack! Attack! Catapults! March!
I'm hoping that we can hit that wall quite nicely. Here, it's not really working out too well, so we're moving back. Right from here. I think these guys are hitting the edge of the hill there slightly. 68%, 70%. These walls are damn tough. I think I'll just let these ones do it. There we go.
Walls, into the breach and onto victory.
Finally. Let's take down this tower, please. See how hard this tower is to destroy. Oh, it's much easier. That's good. We are awfully close to their centre here. Not ideal. Maybe we should have gone through the other one, but it's too late now. Are we going to run out of ammunition before we can take this down? Hope not. 72%, 76%, 80%. There we go, lovely. We even have some ammo left over. We might be able to use that relatively well. What I am going to do though is we're going to get some archers up here. Because they can fire through this breach. I'm going to get these guys ready to breach. What are they being hit by? Oh, javelins. Oh shit, we're on a timer again. Oh wow, okay. We need to get a move on. Let's just push on through. Don't think we have enough time. I mean, it's just taking so long to break down these blooming walls. There isn't really much faster. And I couldn't have really been any faster than I already was. Really? They broke them? That's not good. There is no way that we're going to be able to do this in time.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And time is just not enough. We just don't have enough time. There's no way I can kill this many men in this quickly, because we'll have to kill every single man. I mean, the fastest way to kill everyone is probably with archers, so we're doing okay with our current strategy. I'm going to move these longbowmen over to the right here so I can shoot into them as well. Oh man. Push through. Three minutes left to win. That ain't happening. Looks like we're going to have to do a third attack on Toledo. I should have just made some ladders. I thought I'd have enough time, but the catapults just take so long to move around. At least with like ladders you can run them.
Like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
Okay, well we've managed to get in.
Captured the enemy general. Guard him well and make it so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
And now we need to kill the rest of them. Oh man, break on through. Can we kill this many men in this amount of time? I don't think so. Right, we can try, but I don't think we're going to be that successful.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
We're pretty much there, but we're going to lose. There is just not enough time.
Time makes a useful ally. Today it perched on the shoulder of our foe, and together they have...
Ah, dear. Just a little bit too long.
Lifting the siege, sire.
Wait, what?
Making camp
What just
here,
happened?
noble sire. Hail, my
Oh, okay.
king.
I think they executed my captives. That's what we saw die.
Sire.
I thought like their troops died. I don't know. Either way, we'll have to go again next time. The never-ending siege of Toledo. Crazy stuff, right? It is their capital, so once we take it, it is a big blow to them. But it's taking a little bit longer than I would like. Either way, that's all. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.